Something is happening in the firearms market that most shooters are not paying attention to. Certain rifles are becoming increasingly rare. Production runs are ending. Manufacturers are shifting focus. And the rifles that are disappearing from shelves are quietly becoming priceless. We are not talking about inflated prices driven by hype. We are talking about genuine scarcity creating real value. These are the rifles that in 5 years, 10 years will be worth significantly more than they cost today. For collectors, for preppers, for shooters who understand market dynamics, this matters. These 8 rifles represent something increasingly rare in 2026, guns that are actually becoming harder to find. Let us explore them. Number 8. Ruger Scout Rifle, the gun that nobody appreciated until it started disappearing. The Ruger Scout Rifle was ahead of its time when it arrived. This rifle represented a philosophy that most shooters did not understand. It was not tactical. It was not trying to be an AR platform. It was a traditional rifle reimagined for modern preparedness. Chambered in .308 Winchester or 7.62 by 54R, the Scout rifle delivers genuine power in a compact, handy package. The forward-mounted optic allows closer eye relief. The integrated rail system is practical. The rifle handles smoothly and shoots accurately. The design philosophy respects rifles that actually work in the real world. Production has been limited. Availability is declining. Shooters who dismissed the Scout rifle years ago are now realizing what they missed. The rifle represents something increasingly rare, thoughtful engineering that ignores trends. Secondary market prices are climbing steadily. Quality used Scout rifles are commanding premiums over their original retail prices. For collectors and shooters who understand that scarcity creates value, the Scout rifle represents a genuine investment. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising. Current market value, approximately $900 to $1,100. Pros: compact, handy platform with genuine power. The forward-mounted optic system is practical. Integrated rail system for accessories, increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices are rising steadily. Thoughtful design philosophy. Cons: limited ammunition selection compared to common calibers. Smaller aftermarket ecosystem. Not trendy among modern shooters. Production runs are ending. Number 7. Remington 700 Police, the sniper platform that is quietly vanishing. The Remington 700 Police is one of the most iconic precision rifles ever manufactured. This is the rifle that law enforcement used. This is the rifle that precision shooters trusted. This is the rifle that defined what a tactical bolt action should be. Chambered primarily in .308 Winchester, the 700 Police delivers accuracy that legendary shooters have proven across decades. The action is smooth. The trigger is tuned for precision work. The barrel is cold hammer forged for reliability. This is engineering that respects the demands of real-world shooting. Remington production of this specific model has declined significantly. Availability is shrinking. Prices are climbing. Shooters who owned these rifles years ago are discovering they own genuine assets. Secondary market value is rising. Quality used examples command premiums. For collectors and shooters who understand precision rifle history, the 700 Police represents something increasingly rare. The rifle defined an era. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising steadily. Current market value: approximately $1,100 to $1,400. Pros: legendary law enforcement and precision shooting pedigree. Smooth, reliable bolt action. Proven accuracy across generations. Increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices climbing. Historic significance. Cons: older design compared to modern platforms. Limited modern ergonomic features. Remington production ending. Repair parts availability is decreasing. Number 6. Mossberg 800, the underrated rifle that is becoming a collector piece. The Mossberg 800 is a rifle that most shooters overlooked when it was in production. This rifle offered genuine capability at affordable pricing. The design was straightforward, the reliability was proven. The rifle just worked. Chambered in multiple calibers including .308 Winchester and .30-06 Springfield, the 800 adapted to different shooting scenarios. The bolt action was smooth, the trigger was predictable, the barrel was reliable. This is a rifle built for shooters who valued function over fashion. Production has been limited, availability is declining. Shooters who dismissed the Mossberg 800 years ago are now discovering the rifle is becoming increasingly rare. Secondary market prices are rising. Quality used examples are commanding premiums. For collectors and shooters who understand that overlooked rifles become valuable, the Mossberg 800 represents genuine opportunity. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising. Current market value approximately $700 to $900. Pros: straightforward, reliable design philosophy. Smooth bolt action across multiple calibers. Affordable when available. Increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices climbing. Underrated among collectors. Cons: limited modern ergonomic features. Smaller aftermarket ecosystem. Older design aesthetics. Production runs are ending. Number 5. Winchester Model 70 Classic. The American rifle that is becoming impossible to find. The Winchester Model 70 is the rifle that defined what an American bolt-action rifle should be. The Model 70 Classic represents the last traditional production run before Winchester shifted their manufacturing philosophy. This is the rifle that serious shooters chose. Chambered in calibers ranging from .223 Remington to .458 Win Mag, the Model 70 Classic adapted to any shooting scenario. The action was smooth and reliable. The trigger was tuned for precision. The barrel was built to last decades. This is Winchester heritage at its finest. Production of the Classic has ended. Availability is shrinking rapidly. Prices are climbing steadily. Shooters who own these rifles are discovering they own genuine assets. Secondary market value continues rising. Quality examples are increasingly hard to find. For collectors and shooters who understand American rifle history, the Model 70 Classic represents something increasingly rare. The rifle defined an era. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising significantly. Current market value approximately $1,200 to $1,600. Pros: classic Winchester engineering and heritage. Smooth, reliable bolt action. Available in multiple calibers, increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices are rising steadily. Historic American rifle significance. Cons: production has ended. Repair parts availability is declining. Older design compared to modern platforms. Premium pricing due to scarcity. Number 4. Steyr AUG A1. The bullpup that is quietly becoming a collector piece. The Steyr AUG A1 represents something unique in the rifle market. This is a bullpup platform that actually works. This is an Austrian rifle that delivered capability that most shooters did not understand at the time. The AUG A1 features an integrated optical sight, compact handling, and reliability that Austrian engineering is known for. Chambered in 5.56 NATO, the rifle delivers modern capability in a platform that handles intuitively. The design is compact, without sacrificing functionality. The rifle builds confidence through mechanical excellence. Import availability has become extremely limited. Production of civilian versions has declined. Availability in the secondary market is shrinking rapidly. Prices are climbing steadily. Shooters who owned these rifles are discovering they own increasingly valuable assets. For collectors and shooters who understand that unique platforms become valuable, the AUG A1 represents genuine opportunity. The rifle is rare, the value is rising significantly. Current market value approximately $1,500 to $2,200. Pros: a unique bullpup platform with integrated optics. Compact handling with modern capability. Austrian engineering excellence. Increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices climbed steadily. Collector appeal. Cons: limited ammunition and accessory ecosystem. Expensive maintenance and repair. Import restrictions limit availability. Premium pricing due to scarcity. Number 3. FN FAL. the Cold War rifle that is becoming impossible to replace. The FN FAL is a rifle with legendary status in military and civilian shooting circles. This is the rifle that armed NATO forces. This is the rifle that proved reliability across decades. This is a rifle that simply cannot be manufactured in the way it was originally designed. Chambered in 7.62 by 51mm NATO, the FAL delivers genuine power and reliability. The rifle handles smoothly. The action is rock solid. The design respects decades of combat-proven engineering. This is a rifle that teaches you about mechanical excellence. Production of new civilian FALs has become extremely limited. Prices in the secondary market are climbing rapidly. Quality examples are increasingly impossible to find. Shooters who own FALs are sitting on increasingly valuable assets. Import regulations continue tightening availability. For collectors and shooters who understand rifle history, the FAL represents something increasingly rare. The rifle is legendary. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising significantly. Current market value approximately $2,000 to $3,500. Pros: legendary military and civilian pedigree. Proven 7.62 by 51mm NATO power. Reliable, time-tested engineering. Increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices climbing rapidly. Historic significance. Cons: ammunition costs are higher. Limited modern ergonomic features. Import restrictions limit availability. Very expensive to acquire now. Number 2. H&K G3. The German rifle that is quietly becoming priceless. The H&K G3 represents German engineering applied to a battle rifle. This is a rifle that served military forces worldwide. This is a rifle that proved reliability in the most demanding conditions imaginable. This is a rifle that commands respect from shooters who understand quality. Chambered in 7.62 by 51mm NATO, the G3 delivers power and reliability. The roller-delayed blowback system is mechanically superior. The rifle handles with precision. The action cycles with mechanical perfection. This is engineering that respects the demands of serious shooting. Civilian imports have become extremely restricted. Production of new models has virtually ceased. Prices in the secondary market are climbing rapidly. Quality examples are increasingly difficult to locate. Shooters who own G3 rifles are sitting on significantly valuable assets. For collectors and shooters who understand German engineering excellence, the G3 represents genuine rarity. The rifle is legendary. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising significantly. Current market value approximately $2,500 to $4,000. Pros: German engineering excellence and heritage. Roller-delayed blowback system superiority. Proven 7.62 by 51mm NATO performance. Increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices climbing rapidly. Legendary military significance. Cons: extremely expensive to acquire. Ammunition costs are substantial. Limited modern ergonomic features. Import restrictions severely limit availability. Number 1. AR-10. The large frame rifle that is quietly becoming impossible to find. The AR-10 is something increasingly rare in the modern marketplace. This is the large frame platform that actually delivers reliability. This is the rifle that shooters are finally appreciating. This is the platform that is becoming harder to find and more valuable every year. Chambered in .308 Winchester or 6.5 Creedmoor, the AR-10 delivers power in a modular platform. The rifle handles smoothly. The reliability is proven. The modularity is unmatched. This is a rifle that adapts to different scenarios without replacement. Production scarcity is increasing. Prices in the secondary market are climbing steadily. Quality examples are becoming harder to locate. Shooters who built AR-10s years ago are discovering they own increasingly valuable rifles. The platform is becoming recognized as genuinely rare in its own way. For collectors and shooters who understand that quality large frame rifles are becoming scarce, the AR-10 represents genuine opportunity. The rifle is disappearing. The value is rising. Current market value, approximately $1,800 to $2,800. Pros, modular platform with multiple caliber options. .308 Winchester or 6.5 Creedmoor power. Reliable engineering and large frame format. Increasingly scarce in the marketplace. Secondary market prices climbing. Growing collector recognition. Cons, expensive to build or acquire quality examples. Ammunition costs are higher than 5.56. Limited ammunition variety. Production scarcity increases prices. Scarcity creates value. Here's what the market is teaching us in 2026. The rifles that are becoming priceless are not the newest designs. They are not the most trendy platforms. They are the rifles that represent something increasingly rare, thoughtful engineering combined with genuine scarcity. These 8 rifles are quietly becoming valuable assets. The market recognizes this. Prices are rising. Availability is shrinking. The opportunity window is closing. If you own any of these rifles, understand that you own something increasingly valuable. If you are considering acquiring one of these platforms, understand that the time to act is now. Prices will continue climbing. Availability will continue shrinking. Drop a comment below and tell us which of these rifles you own or wish you owned. Which one do you believe will be most valuable in 5 years? I read every comment, and I want to know which platforms you recognize as truly priceless. If this video helped you understand how scarcity creates value, hit subscribe and stick around. We are building a community of shooters and collectors who think strategically about their arsenals. We will see you there.